Stock GT4s are great, but this one, it's like someone put a caveman in a tailored suit, taught him table manners, but forgot to take away the club. Welcome to my review on the DeMan 4.5-liter Cayman GT4. Today, I'm going to share with you if this is quietly the best Porsche you can actually buy. Hey everyone, I'm Derek and this is my channel 11 After 9. We do honest Porsche content, and I'm all about trying to relate what it's like to drive these amazing cars. I really want to try to put you in the driver's seat, and that's why I do my best to shoot all my videos with 3D audio so you can experience what it's like. As always, at the end of this video, I'm going to be placing some unedited footage so you can get a sense of what this car is like ripping down the New England roads. This is still a very young channel, so I would ask if you are watching this, please hit the subscribe button. I give you my word, I'm going to do my best to put out some great content for you. So what is a DeMan 4.5? Rick DeMan of DeMan Motorsports takes a GT4's flat six and turns it into a 4.5-liter hot rod. It's big bore, longer stroke. It has Molly racing pistons, Carrillo rods, and a 991 series crank. This is kind of like old school engine building meeting up with Porsche precision. But what makes these cars so fantastic is not only is the motor hot rodded, but the transmission is breathed on as well. As we all know, Boxsters and Caymans of this generation have very long gears, and so what DeMan does is he goes and shortens those gear ratios second through fifth. That makes the car that much more responsive and gives you the pleasure of going back and forth depending on road conditions. It has a lightweight flywheel and a racing clutch. Just think about it this way, it has way more torque everywhere, and the gearing keeps you in the meat of the power band. So the spec here is the finesse of a GT car, but the brutality of a privateer race car. It's amazing. So what makes this car feel different from a normal GT4? Two things change the feel: the clutch flywheel and the gearing. The clutch is heavy, it's truly a racing clutch. Driving this car for a few hours is just like doing leg day at the gym, but it's solid. The clutch engagement has a lot of feel, and because it revs up so quickly, it's kind of nice that you have to work that pedal down, because if it had a light pedal feel, I'm sure you'd be hitting the rev limiter in between gears. But on the other side, the flywheel drops those revs fast. The shortened ratios mean second through fifth are right where you want them for real-world roads. No more tall, lazy stretches. Sixth gear is left alone. It's a nice long gear for highway cruising. It keeps those revs sane. And the result is the car is urgent, but composed. So when you clutch in, the engagement is high and decisive. The engine, it doesn't zing like a GT3. It doesn't have that soprano wail. It rumbles. There's a deep, almost air-cooled 70s, 80s race car timbre to it. It's more like a 930 Thunder than a 9,000 RPM shriek. Steering is laser direct. The chassis is ridiculously stable, and the power never overwhelms it. The Cayman platform in general was over-engineered to handle way more power, and even with the GT4, it still begged for more. I think that the DeMan upgrade absolutely fits this car, and it does not overwhelm the brakes nor the suspension. Power and the torque really roll on at 3,000, 4,000 RPMs, and that wall of torque hits you in the back, and the car surges forward. But it surges forward without drama. It's like civilized chaos. The thing is a bomb going off behind you, and yet you feel in complete control. So this exhaust has no crossover pipe. Unlike 911s, each bank of cylinders has its own exhaust, and that means that the exhaust note is raw but coherent. It has texture and it just sounds angry. This car is extremely addictive on the streets because the torque is always there in second gear and third gear and fourth gear. It's very tractable from low revs, but it wants to sing at high revs. It is very happy to sit at 5,000, 6,000 RPM. You do run out of revs fast because if you plant your right foot, it jumps. But when it does jump, the steering loads predictably. Even with the brutality of the motor behind your ears, the ride is surprisingly forgiving. It's GT4 civil. This is old school anger living under modern manners. And that's what leads me into the controversial take of this video, and you folks are welcome to disagree. The stock GT4 is tame next to this car. Tame doesn't mean bad. It means filtered, safe, polite. The DeMan kit injects back that analog anger modern Porsches tend to file down. GT4 owners don't know what they're missing until they drive one of these, and I promise you if you got back in your stock car, you would sorely be missing the upgrade. This car is an amalgamation of Porsche's best ideas: steering feel, chassis tuning, and it finally gets an engine to keep up with everything else. So let's talk numbers. Real cars show roughly 545 horsepower on dynos with catted headers and the full package. The package usually costs around the low $50,000 range for the engine upgrade, but once you start adding the gears and the clutch work, LSD, you are certainly north of that. And mind you, that's on top of a used GT4, which at the time of this video are somewhere between the $90,000 and $110,000 range. But that's cost. Let's talk about value. You're at or below GT3 money with power that embarrasses a lot of 911s. It's wrapped up in a chassis that loves to be driven hard often. And in talking to the owner, it's like a cheat code going around the track. But off the track, let's talk about daily use. I actually think this car is the dream spec. It doesn't have a roll cage, and so you don't have to worry about that. It has all the GT4 hardware, but with comfort seats. For those of you that watch this channel or listen to the Enthusiast Radio podcast, you know that I'm not a huge fan of the carbon buckets. While in the perfect world, I get it. They hug you when you're in them. But for daily driving, getting in and out of those things, to go run to the store to get milk, or pick up your kids at soccer practice, they're annoying. And I know the internet says, get those buckets for resale, but I daily my cars. The buckets look great, and plenty of people swear by them. And I have respect, but I don't need pain to know I'm alive. Driving this car does it for me. So this is modern tech with an old school soul. It's a GT car, it's a race car, it's a daily driver. And if you've got a GT4, this is the path from polite to primal. And the best part about it is the car that I'm driving in this video is actually for sale. If anyone's interested in this, please let me know and I'll connect you with the seller. Or maybe I won't, because if I can sell a couple things around here out of my garage, I might just snag it first. Drop your questions below. Would you build one or save up for that GT3 or GT3 RS? I hope you enjoyed this quick review. Make sure you stay tuned for the unedited video of me letting this car rip. And once again, if you can, hit that subscribe button below. I love making these videos for you folks out there, and I have some really cool cars I'm excited to show you next. And until then, keep driving.